Hello, 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 my friends. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. I hope everybody's well. I hope everyone is enjoying their day. If you're here, as always, please kindly say hello in the chat so I know that you're present. You don't have to, engage in conversation if you're a shy person. Just say hello so I know that you're present. And also, please kindly put a like. I would really appreciate the like. As always, before we commence, you can join my Patreon private group by following this link here in the chat, which will also be left in the description of this video and in the comments down below after this live stream is over. Once again, please put a like while you're here so I know that you're here. Let's see. Before we do like a short analysis of the market, I do want to mention that I just did a market update on Patreon, published literally like 5 minutes ago. So if you're a Patreon member, please kindly go read that market update. And if you're also a Patreon member and you have questions, send me a DM. I'm currently in the process of answering all the questions. If just so you know that if it takes a while for me to get to you, I get hundreds of DMs every single day that I have to answer. So it takes a while, and then of course, the conversation carries on. It's just not like you answer one question and the conversation is over. The answers they very often result in more questions. So, I'm going through hundreds of DMs every single day. So bear with me. Give me like 24 hours to get back to you, and I'll get back to you. If it's something urgent, to just send a DM like twice in a day, and it will appear in the top once again, and I'll get back to you. But for so far, as far as I know, nothing urgent is happening in the market. Whenever something urgent is happening in the market, I provide the updates right away to make sure that everybody is doing well. As for people on Twitter, also, I will get back to you, my friends. After I'm done with the students and my Patreon members, I will get back to you today or tomorrow once I'm done answering my students. Other than that, let's see what's happening in the market. Despite basically the constant noise that we have, I'm not going to go in depth and in detail, and I'm not going to discuss specific prices and charts as I do on my Patreon because people pay for that information. But I will mention this: that currently we have had a lot of noise, and that despite all the noise, what's currently happening in the market is that we're stuck in the range, right? So Bitcoin has been stuck in the range for a very long time now. That range hasn't broken down, it hasn't broken out, and a lot of noise has taken place during that range. A lot of things have happened. For example, one of the bigger things that happened out during this BTC range was XRP basically pumping, and due to the loss of news, wonderful news. Very happy to see that news. Very good for the crypto community and the crypto space. So big win for all of us. Well done, guys. No matter what you're holding out there, big win. Thank you, Ripple, for all your effort. But anyway, one of the things that happened was that XRP pumped hard. And then, as we expected, suddenly all these calls came out that basically XRP is going to pump to $10 or $100 this year. We expected it to retrace to 59 cents slash 51 cents. That's exactly what happened. Today, XRP was at 51 cents. Currently, it's like 49 cents or 50 cents. So it's in that range somewhere. What really happened, right? When you look at the market correctly, what XRP did was play catch up, right? It wasn't anything. How would you put this? It wasn't anything out of the blue. It wasn't anything unexpected. We, for example, if you're a Patreon member, you know that we have XRP in our portfolio. You know that if you've been following for a long time, they have a lot of XRP in our portfolio, and we have many other coins in our portfolio. And what XRP did was do what many other coins did. I know that it was accompanied by a narrative. Very often, these pumps are accompanied by very nice narratives, and very often the big dumps are accompanied by very scary and effective narratives that scare you. And when the coins pump, very often these pumps are accompanied by wonderful and happy news. And that's what happened with XRP. But what XRP did technically was pump, just like other coins. There have been coins like Bitcoin that was up roughly 100% from its 50K bottom at 32K. Ethereum just over 100%. Then there were coins out there that were up roughly 500% from their bottom, 800%, and some nearly 1,000% from the bottom, right? So all XRP did were there. If you simply, once again, as I always say, mute the noise and just ignore the narrative, which you should always do, and ignore the noise. And if you just simply looked at the technicals, was that XRP was playing catch up. And of course, it was a big moment for crypto space. I said that the news is wonderful, but I said that short term is not relevant. I said that short term, it would make a lot of sense for XRP to go back to 51/59 cents, which is exactly what it did. Long term, the news is very significant. Why? Because once again, this means that no longer this thundercloud is hanging over XRP. Apparently, now it's no longer a security by law in secondary sale markets. And the most important part, which I'm personally very excited about, which I kept talking about with my patrons, a while back, since we were talking about XRP and thinking about the outcome. The number one thing that happened is that the exchanges that had delisted XRP have once again relisted it, such as Coinbase, or new exchanges like Gemini have listed it for the first time. This is amazing news because what the coin really needs is liquidity and easy access for people to press the buy button and buy during the euphoria phase when everybody's super hyped up and they're pressing the buy button on everything you can possibly press buy on. So they buy everything, gold, stocks, crypto, and all the coins that are easily accessible to them, like on Coinbase, for example, because that's the most used app in the US, and that's very important because US is the biggest consumer market in the world with the biggest economy in the world. So people press buy on anything they can, thereby driving the price up. Before they couldn't do that with XRP because it had been delisted for XRP, but now it's back there, which means people have easy access. Also, at the same time, it means that once the euphoria phase is over, that coins dump hard, and people are also going to be selling everything they can possibly sell and pressing the sell button on everything they can possibly press the sell button on, which is once again reminds us, is a very important reminder to make sure that when the euphoria phase does hit, that we take profits, and that we should be aware of the fact, once again, that often our price targets will not hit. That does not change the fact that we'll make great profits either way if we simply embrace the fact that nobody's perfect in this market. Nobody can predict the market perfectly. Therefore, we're going to have trailing take profits. So, once the market is pumped well enough, and how do we know that it has pumped well enough? We see that many coins out there have pumped anywhere from 1,000 to 10,000%. We see that many coins have done that. We see that more or less the time frame is aligning, but time frame is a secondary metric. Number one tool we use is percentages, which is why I say once we see that a lot of coins have pumped 1,000 to 10,000%, we start selling trailing take profits for every single coin in our portfolio, no matter what it is. And I guarantee to you, like in all other cycles, some coins will perform exceptionally well and over deliver and give us bigger profits than we expected. Some coins will do okay, and some coins will do extremely bad and poorly and underperform and not deliver at all, which is why it's so important to diversify, which is why it's so important that once the profit taking stage hits, no matter what the coin has done, even if it's only up 400% and we're expecting it to be up 4,000%, we sell. We set a trailing take profit, and if that trailing take profit is hit, we get out fully out of the market. We do not rotate those profits. We do not buy the dip. We await major, huge crashes. There are coins that will do that. Like I said, there are coins in our portfolio. There are coins in the Millionaire spreadsheet, as I reiterate time and again, that will not deliver the price targets that we expect. That does not change the fact that we'll have amazing profits as long as we set trailing take profits and as long as we follow the rules. Let's see. What else can I say? Yeah, let's say hello to everyone and see what people are saying. Captain Chaso, hi there, brother. Good to see you here. Darcy, good to see you here as always. Thank you for joining. Oh, my friend Will is saying, good evening, brother. Captain says, hi, hope your family is well. Well, thank you very much. I know that you sent me a DM, my friend, on Twitter. I saw it recently. I'm going to get back to you. You'll be the first person I get back on Twitter. As you well know, I took a little break for like 3 days, with my family. So there's like a backlog of people on Patreon. I'm going to finish up answering to everyone, and you're the first person I'm going to get back to. As far as I know, the reason why I haven't gotten back to you yet is because I know what you're asking me about. As far as I know, it's not urgent. It can wait. The take profit strategy is not coming anytime soon. It's going to happen in your 40 phase. So therefore, I'm taking a little bit of time. If it was urgent and it was something that needed answering right now, I would have gotten back to you by now already. So please bear with me, my friend, and I'll get back to you. Pablo Alvarez is saying, "Hi, Rob. How are you doing, brother? I'm well, thank you. I'm very well, thank you very much." And well, by the way, also say hi to Catherine. I hope your family is well too. Sorry, forgot to answer and say that. Sergio Azevedo is saying, "Hello, King. Hello there, brother. Thank you for joining." Thomas Horton, my friend, good to see you here. Good morning. Enjoy your coffee. Belly Chavez, good to see you here too, my friend. Thank you for joining. The Casper Art says, "Hello from Slovenia again." Hello there, brother. Hope you're well in Slovenia. Belly Chavez says, "Member here. Hi, Rob. Have an amazing day. Hit that like, guys." Belly, thank you very much, as always, for the positive messages. And it's an honor to have members here. I always love having members in these lives. It's a pleasure interacting with you. And yes, please hit the like button, as Belly says, my friends. Baby Bianca says, "Hi, Rob. Love your personality and your outlook on crypto." Baby Bianca, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you. Scott Yang is saying, "Finally caught alive." Good to see you here, Scott. Welcome. Baby Bianca says, "Hi, Rob. Do you think XRP will ever hit 3 digits one day?" 3 digits? No, I don't. I honestly don't think that's going to happen. 3 digits, no. There was a time when I said that this could happen if in the last cycle XRP had delivered the expected target of $7 to $13, and then we basically had the momentum. But now, with every single cycle, returns are diminishing. And I do believe that basically at a certain point, the crypto.com bubble moment is coming for crypto, when basically many coins will be completely wiped out and the survivors will crash hard and then recover, kind of like what happened with Amazon, if you will, and become huge and major and deliver amazing profits. So that being the case, I do not believe that basically XRP is going to hit 3 digits. Because you see, I do not base my price targets on fundamentals. I do not base them on theories. I do not base them on things like, for example, that XRP will be used in the derivatives market, because I do not think it will be used there. I also don't base my targets on something like that'll be pegged to gold. Basically, a lot of theories that are really out there, right? That don't really they're just out there. So I don't base my price targets on that. I like to base my prices on math, percentages, probabilities, and historic data and facts, right? And numbers. So that being the case, I like to keep it realistic. And so far, it has helped me to make a great deal of money and become financially free, because, that helped me to sell when it's time to sell and not believe in the utility narratives and whatnot. So I do not believe in 3 digits. That being said, I do believe in great ROI for XRP. I do believe that in the euphoria stage, it's going to do very well. Groot, come to daddy. Come. We got Groot here, guys. Groot, say hello to everyone. Say hello to everyone. So yeah, I do believe that it will perform very well. I do believe that it's going to outperform many alts out there, but at the same time, I also believe that many alts will outperform XRP and Ethereum and Bitcoin, right? So yeah, it does not mean that I don't like XRP or I don't think it will do well. I just don't think it's going to hit 3 digits. I think the likelihood of that happening is extremely low. One of the main reasons being that basically, if you look at how heavily diluted XRP is, and then compare it to something like Bitcoin, there's like 4,720 times more units in XRP than Bitcoin. And this means, right, no matter what anybody tells you, when you just look at very simple things, it just means that the amount of capital that needs to be injected into XRP is 4,720 times greater than the capital was injected into Bitcoin, let's say like at 69K, for XRP to hit 69K. There simply is not enough capital or money inflow in this world to make something like that happen, right? Once again, does that mean that it will not perform? Well, of course not. We look at ROI, forget about dollar valuation, stick to percentages. I keep saying that percentage is my most favorite tool in the market. And it truly is the best tool, because a person can come into this market with $10,000, and another person can come in with $100,000, right? And a person with $10,000 is going to make a lot more money, ROI speaking, but he will not have the dollar valuation that the guy with 100,000 has. it does not mean that guy with $100,000 is a better investor because his ROI percentage wise is much smaller than that of who started with $10,000. What matters is ROI and percentages. So the greater percentages that you have, the better investor you are. As simple as that. It does not matter. It's not your fault if you were born, for example, you know, and you come from humble beginnings. It's not your fault if you only were able to put together $10,000. Many people don't have $100,000 to invest. Many people find it difficult to put $10,000 together. And that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. So that's why you should stick to percentages and forget about dollar valuation. In my humble opinion, of course. Aaron is saying, "What's up? What's up? Good to see you here, Aaron." Rob is saying, "I follow you for 3 years. You say 7 to 13 XRP, but when you think it will happen?" Yeah, Rob, I believe 7 to 13 XRP will happen in the Euphoria phase of the cycle. I believe it should have happened in the last cycle. We know the reason why it didn't happen, unfortunately, because of the bullish momentum being lost due to the SEC lawsuit, which resulted in XRP crashing 52% in one day and over 70% in a matter of days, while coins were setting a new all-time highs. Just like Bradley said, the CEO of Ripple, he said one thing very correctly, that they picked losers and winners that day. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that. Whatever happened, right? People who say that's unreasonable and can't happen, once again, speaking mathematically, percentage-wise, these are the same people who were saying back in the day, once I was giving the price targets of Bitcoin anywhere from 60 to 85K and Ethereum anywhere from 3 to 4K, percentage-wise, Ethereum and Bitcoin did what XRP was supposed to do if it hit $7 to $13. So those people were telling you that it's impossible for Ethereum to go 3 to 4K. It happened. These people were telling it's impossible for Bitcoin to go into the 60K to the 85K region. It happened. It went to nearly 70K. So anybody who tells you that for XRP it's impossible to go to 7 to 13, it makes no sense whatsoever. Will it happen? Of course, there's no guarantee of that happening, which is why, once again, in the Euphoria phase of the cycle, we'll have a trailing take profit for every single coin, including XRP, in case a price target does not hit. There's simply no knowing if a target is going to hit. Once the Euphoria phase of the market is here, only then will we know what's truly happening. We'll see which coins are delivering, which coins are not delivering. We'll see which coins are the number one top performers and which coins are under delivering. And that's why we diversify, and whatever the coins do, we're going to take profits and set trading, take profits and take what the market gives us, basically. Because keep in mind, keep reiterating, please look into if you're not even my Patreon member, simply then look into the take profit strategy or something like that. Start reading up on that. If you don't want to join my private Patreon group, right? I still can suggest that you can just read up on that stuff and start looking into it, because I see nobody talk about that. I've literally never heard anybody talk about that in this space. And I listen to everything and read everything out there to make sure that I stay informed and to make sure that basically I have an edge over people in this market, right? But I can tell you one thing that nobody tells you, this little secret, that trailing take profits will change your game completely, right? As well as many other very simple rules, like buying after the percentage crashes that I teach, making sure that you're not chasing the bottom, making sure that you're not trying to sell the top, simply dollar cost average at new lows with equal amounts of money without favoring one coin over another, diversifying into different narratives, understanding that some coins are going to go to zero and never recover and die, understanding some coins that you never expected to do well, but you bought them because you realized that not everything is based on utility use cases, but many other factors outperform the coins that you thought were going to do exceptionally well. Like, for example, with me, I never thought that BNB would give me 100x before XRP goes 7 to 13. It happened. BNB gave me 100x before XRP went to 7 to 13. I was pretty sure in my head that XRP is going to go to 7 to 13 first. Not what happened, right? So BNB has done more than 100x for my entry already, and XRP is still not in 7 to 13 years later. So it's very important to stick to these rules, like the million spreadsheet that I put together, right? The strategies that I put together, the method that I put together. It was not simply like pulled out of a thumb, out of nowhere, out of thin air. It was what I put together after years and years of experience, recorded data, mass percentages and facts, and seeing what really works, where I did exceptionally well, why I did exceptionally well, and where I did poorly and why I did poorly. And that's how the strategy came together. That's how it changed my life and became financially free, right? If I can do it, you can do it. As long as you simply stick to these rules, as long as you simply follow the strategy, as long as you simply understand that no perfection is needed, perfection is needed. You'll never be perfect. Rough estimates is good enough, right? As long as you're not a maximalist of any coin, as long as you basically know the right things in this market. Like for me, it's easy because I know these things. But so many students who come to me, and I talk to the students in the DM. Like now, a lot of people know like what my strategy is, so they're used to it psychologically. So to them, it's also nothing new, right? But when I was just starting my Patreon, like for example, although I was trying to explain it back in the day on YouTube, and I was getting all the information for free, nobody truly understood my method because I never truly really taught it, right? I just spoke about what I expect and why, kind of, right? More about basically what I expect. But when people came into my group, they were like, wow, Rob, that's so simple, but it completely changed the way I think about the market. Like now I understand why you were predicting, for example, 15-cent XRP when it was at $3, because it was simply based on percentage crashes, right? And probability of that happening. Now I understand why you were calling for Ethereum going under $100. Now I understand why you said that Bitcoin is going to go anywhere from $6,000 to $3,000. All that stuff happened, right? And we're accumulating. And it's all very, very simple as long as you don't do things like trying to chase the bottom, sell the top, becoming maximalist of any coin. Like, people do silly stuff. Like, for example, they have 50% of their portfolio in one coin. Something I've done in the past, very silly. Something I'll never do again. There are people out there who have 100% of their portfolio in one coin. There are people out there who have, like, I don't know, maybe 70% in one coin and then 30% in roughly other 10 coins. Better, but once again, not something you should do. I personally believe that you should divide your core, like the way that you invest. You should divide the money that you invest, whatever it is, the sum evenly in blue chips, evenly in mid caps, and evenly in riskier plays like small caps. Of course, the money you invest into blue chips should be the biggest, then mid caps smaller, and then in the small caps tiny amounts of money, right? So yeah, well. Roger Richner, my friend is here saying hi, Master. Hello from beautiful Lake Hallwell. And all. Roger, you're very lucky, my friend, to be in Switzerland. Cheers. Hope you're enjoying it there. Send me a pic on Twitter. I want to see. It probably looks beautiful. Abdel Bacchus, what's up, brother? How are you? Good to see you here. John De Bruyne is saying hi, Rob. Big love from Portugal. Cheers, brother. Hope you're well in Portugal. Where's Draco, by the way? I know that Draco Magnus also lives in Portugal. Hope to see him sometime in the live again. CryptoCard is saying, hi, Rob. I cannot convince many people to invest in crypto. They just laugh and say you still work here, don't you? And say you still work here, don't you? They just don't get it, think they will regret it. Well, my friend, it's funny that you say that because when I interact with the so-called normies, meaning people who are not part of the crypto community or not in crypto, I have the exact same reaction. I have my best friend who I've been talking to, he's my best friend, like he's my brother, literally, right? I've known the guy for more than half of my life, nearly 20 years now. And the year Bitcoin came out, from there on, I was talking about crypto and telling him that we should simply buy some Bitcoin instead of going partying basically for 1 month and spending all this crazy money. Let's just go buy some Bitcoin, burn it for 10 or 5 years, and then sell it if it goes up. And basically, since the creation of Bitcoin, I've been trying to convince him to join crypto and buy some Bitcoin, buy some Ethereum, buy some XRP. To this day, he thinks it's a scam, right? Despite me having completely changed my life, and having all the money that I made basically off crypto. So he is still not in crypto to this day. He still thinks it's too risky and all that. But had he simply taken $10,000, I don't know, even in 2016, he would have made great returns. But he doesn't understand it. So yeah. Haldo Pro saying love for the dog. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Mark says hello, Mr. Rob. Hello, brother. Good to see you here. Captain Chiso is saying XRP moons on September 25th, 2023. That's my date. That's very specific, my friend. I don't do stuff like that. I don't set time frames on it, especially very short ones. Time frames for me are a secondary metric. that I use once they align with percentages to help me make decisions as in like, is it a good time to buy or is it a good time to sell? Nothing more, nothing less. Mark is saying, do you have LTC entry points here? Um, I do not believe that is LTC. Let me check. Is LTC in the sheet? No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Um, Hacks is saying, hope you're well, bro. Are we in the depression phase yet for BTC? Well, Hacks, brother, I'm not sure what you mean by that. I don't refer to stuff in the traditional way. For me, there's the accumulation phase. Bitcoin is currently not in the accumulation phase. Bitcoin is currently in the phase where you do nothing for me. When it was at roughly 20K and 15K, it was an accumulation phase. My Patreon members and I executed entries there. And since we already executed entries there, even if it goes back to 20 or 15K, for us, it's no longer in the accumulation phase because the rule is we'll only buy at new lows. That means that we would have to see Bitcoin go significantly lower for it to be once again in the accumulation phase for us. So I don't know about the depression phase. For me, it's currently in the neutral phase where we do nothing to see whether or not we can accumulate further and dollar cost average at new lows with equal amounts of money, or if Bitcoin keeps making higher highs and higher lows and starts hitting our targets or coming close to our targets, or we'll start selling and setting trading take profits, which is called the euphoria phase of the cycle, where we'll be selling. Bumansur says, Rob, I'm retiring in 2028. I can't hold my XRP any longer. I did diversify last year with your millionaire sheet, but still my bag 90% in XRP. Please give me your thoughts. Wow, brother Bumansur, it's good to see you here. First of all, my friend, I know that you often come on here and we interact often, so it's good to see you here. So you're saying that you have 90% of your portfolio in XRP, brother. That is what can I say? I'm always brutally honest. What I can say is that is not what the millionaire spreadsheet says, is it, brother? And you know that the millionaire spreadsheet is my number one play. I have like over 90% of my portfolio in that. What can I say? Is there a way? Like what I would say is stop accumulating XRP, forget about XRP, and start accumulating other coins. Start looking into other projects that are still in the accumulation phase, and if the market gives us new lows, diversify into those coins more and leave XRP be. Also, what I can say is that, like I mentioned earlier, if we go to the 30 cent to the 5 cent region, if XRP goes there, I'm taking 30 to 50K and live trading in that, right? So we can live trade and you can start locking in profits with XRP if the prices go there. If not, we're going to hold and start selling. It's not just XRP, brother. You know what I teach. You know what my mentality and methods are. I just don't believe you should be 90% in any coin, brother. Like, is there a way for you to diversify and get other coins? Don't be 90% in anything. I would like personally, once again, I'm not a financial advisor, but I teach what I do, right? I teach what has worked for me and what I'm currently doing step by step. And but I'm completely against having 90% in any coin, no matter how perfect it is. Even if there was 99% guarantee that this coin is going to pump very hard, I would still not have 90% in any coin out there. It's just not part of my system and my belief, brother. Mark Gutierrez is saying, boo, that's not diversified. Yes, Mark is correct, brother. Mansour. Rob is saying, thanks for the explanation. I have also 100% back in XRP. I'm afraid to put the money in any other coin now because XRP did not go. Rob, all I can say once again is just what I told my friend Mansour here. I would not have, especially 100% any coin out there. Do I have XRP in my portfolio? Yes. Do I have a lot of XRP in my portfolio? Yes. But once again, my entries are much better than the majority out there because my entries come from what happened in the last cycle when people were ridiculing me for saying that XRP is going to 15 cents and $3. And I was taking on huge amounts of risk and huge amounts of ridicule and waiting for 15 cents to come. And that's where I heavily executed most of my entries. And therefore, to this day, my XRP is in profit. which is once again part of my system, right? Wait for huge crashes to accumulate. Uh, I'm holding it. I'll sell, start selling when XRP will be basically above $1, and I believe it will be above $1 eventually. That being said, I would not buy here any XRP in this range. And that being said, once again, if XRP goes into the swing trading range that we just talked about, we're going to be swing trading it and make sure we're ready to start paying ourselves without having to wait for the euphoria phase. I would not be 100% in any coin. Be it Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Dogecoin, any coin out there, I would not be 100% in any coin. I think that's very risky. And I think when you speak in terms of facts, mathematics, and probabilities, that's not a good thing to do, brother. Adrian is saying, "Hey Rob, what do you think about Matic? A lot of influencers seem to promote it. I think Matic is one of those projects that you can throw a bit of money in if you believe that it's a good project to diversify into. As long as you don't favor it over other coins and whatnot, I think you can buy some Matic. The likelihood of Matic performing is as high as any other coin out there, pretty much performing. As Matic, the likelihood of Matic doing well is as much as I would say XRP, XLM, Doge, BNB. Nobody knows what's going to do well, right? So if you think it's one of those coins that has the potential to do well, put some money in it. Once again, without favoring it over other coins. And do not become a maximalist of any coin out there, brother. Rob says, "Do you believe in XRP NFTs like XPunk etc." I'm not a part of that. Like I say that in the euphoria phase, people will be buying and selling everything they possibly can because just human nature. So some money will be made there. I just prefer to make money on coins. I'm much better at that. NFTs is not something that I fully understand. It's not something that I'm experienced in. It's not a market that I feel comfortable in. It's not a market where I have made money. Therefore, I'm going to stick with what I know. So I'm not a part of that. No. Fernando Ortiz is saying, "Thank you for keeping it real, brother. You're making your family proud." Thank you very much, Fernando, for that beautiful message. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I really, really appreciate it. Boom Mansur is saying, the thing is, I bought XRP before the Million spreadsheet. Lowest I bought is 15 cents. Beautiful entry, brother. Well done. Boom Mansur is saying, after that, I followed your Million spreadsheet. I see, brother. What's your average? 15 cents, that's a very good entry. That's where I bought the majority of my XRP. I bought some higher, I bought some lower, but that's where I bought the majority. Will is saying, if anyone is 100% in XRP, get the Millionaire spreadsheet and the $99 tier. It will really open your eyes and you'll learn so much. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate it, brother. And he's absolutely right. What I would personally do, and Will just said the perfect thing, it's a great reminder. I would not be 100% in XRP. I would not be 100% in Bitcoin, Ethereum, like whatever it is. Like, say what your favorite coin is right now. I will not be 100% in that. I will not be 50% in that. So I would not be 30% in that. What I would do is I would diversify. I would make sure that I get different coins. And just like Will said, I would make sure that I get all the coins in the Millionaire spreadsheet. And I would make sure that I throw much smaller amounts of money, and what I consider to be small amounts of money. For me, it's $500 to $3,000 per coin. In the $99 tier, I would get all those coins. So yeah, I would not be 100% in any coin, my friends. I just think it just makes no sense mathematical. Like I said, even if I knew that there's a 99% likelihood of that coin popping, all right, I would still not have 100% of my or 50% of my investment portfolio in any coin. It just makes no sense because when we look historically what crypto has done, there's so many coins that have outperformed great utility and use case coins. It's just unpredictable. It's unpredictable. If you really think that you can predict the market using utility and use cases, you're going to be disappointed. You really are in for a disappointment, my friends, because once again, if you look at math and facts, statistics and history, like overwhelming majority of coins with the utility who had great use cases that were promising to change the world and solve problems out there back in 2016 and 2017, most of them that were in the top 100, you have never heard of them, and they're out of the top 100, they're currently in the 500 positions, 1,000 positions. They're dead, liquid, and people are never getting their money back. Their utility and use cases did not change the world, and people have got the rude awakening. So imagine if you were a maximalist of that one coin that you were thought you were going to change the world. Imagine you threw in like $100,000 and it's gone. But now imagine if you had taken $100,000 and bought, let's say, 20 different coins. And let's say even, I don't know, let's be very hardcore about this. Like what can happen that is terrible. Let's say 12 out of those coins go to zero out of the 20 coins that you bought. Yeah. Money gone forever. But then the other 8 coins pump very well, anywhere from 1,000 to 10,000% per coin. You just made amazing profits. You just changed your life-changing profits, great ROI, great returns. Right? Why? Because you diversified with equal amounts of money into different coins with different narratives without favoring one coin over another. So maybe your favorite coin did exceptionally well, or maybe it's one of those coins that died and didn't do well. Whereas the coins that you did not think were going to do well, but you stuck to the rule and you invested the same amount into the coin that you didn't think would do well and the coin that you did think would do well. Now you still made crazy amounts of money because the money invested was the same. So maybe like you put in, I don't know, $10,000 into this coin and you thought it was going to do very well. Then you put $10,000 into this coin, which had a different narrative. You put it in because you stuck to the rules, but you didn't think it was going to do well. And then it rockets up and you make crazy amounts of money. And this one that you thought was going to do well either goes to zero or maybe pumps like, I don't know, 200, 300, 500%. Doesn't do much basically, right? It's all probability statistics. Once again, I say that I have these rules for a reason. They come with experience, my friends. They come with experience. It doesn't come out of, like people really think when I say these things, when I'm on Twitter, when I keep it realistic, when I keep it in real, when I'm trying to explain these things, people get extremely annoyed with me. Like I had people literally like, I already tweeted this several times telling me, you're so annoying. I'm so tired of your negativity. For goodness sake, like I'm telling you how to make money in this market. I'm teaching you how to make money. I'm giving you hints. I'm dropping knowledge on Twitter, right? How I changed my life. Like, if you think that making money is annoying or negative, well, you're not going to make money. You know what I mean? You have to be realistic. If you think what I'm saying, what makes you money is it either annoys you or I don't know, it tires you out. That's very weird. That means that basically you're doing something that's not making you money and it's not going to make you money. That basically means that if I'm making a lot of money and it pisses you off what I'm saying, that means that you're doing something that's not making you money. That's why it pisses you off. So wouldn't it make sense to learn how to make money and be realistic about it and actually make money? Because once again, statistically, don't forget that 80% of key people who invest into crypto lose money. And 90% of generally traders lose money, and 95% of day traders lose money. These are like factual numbers, right? Keep that in mind. So why would you think that I'm annoying, or why would you think that I'm trying to like piss you off? Like what's in it for me, right? It's not like I get a lot of clicks for that, for keeping it real. I don't. Look at all the nonsense that's being spewed out there about basically XRP going to 589 or $10,000 per coin due to derivatives market and all this stuff. They're the ones getting thousands of likes. They're the ones getting tens of thousands of likes. Some of these tweets, right? They're the ones who have monetized Twitters where they're making money off engagement, not me. Right? I'm not making money off that stuff. My YouTube is not monetized. My Twitter is not monetized. Even if they were, I don't get much views because I talk about real stuff, right? Like I'm telling you, for example, I tell you stuff like XRP is not going to $10 this year. I'm telling you that Bitcoin is not going to $200,000 this year. Bitcoin is not going to see a new all-time high this year. Ethereum is not going to $20,000 this year. Despite all that wonderful TA that you have out there with all the wonderful TA experts that have a lot of followers and all that, I'm telling you that I still believe it's not happening, right? What's in it for me besides basically if you think that I'm annoying and I piss you off? There's nothing in it for me except that I'm telling you the truth, basically, right? And so I just find human psychology in music sometimes. Boomonster says, I really regretted that. I just can't sell below $1. Boomonster says, 34-cent average for my XRP. But if you have a 34-cent average, and XRP, it pumped to like what, 90 cents recently. What I would have done back then, I would have sold a certain percentage and I would have used that to diversify into other coins. Even right now, you could do that. But you see, you're probably scared that you're going to miss the pump, right? How long have you been scared for? I mean, why do you have to have all your money in XRP? There are other coins that are going to pump harder than XRP, right? Why not uh, sell some coins, sell some of it at the profit and diversify it into other coins? Because some coins are going to outperform XRP, just like they have historically. It's just a fact, you know what I mean? Some coins outperform other coins. Um, Master Blade is saying, hello, good afternoon. Hello there, Master. Good to see you here. Crypto Mojo saying, what do you think about Ben coin, Ben Armstrong's coin? What I think is that me personally, I choose to stay away from that. Not that I have anything against meme coins. I do believe in meme coins. I do believe that basically the right meme coins have the same likelihood of pumping as great utility coins, right? I'm going to stay away from the Ben coin for different reasons that I'm not going to name here because I don't like to call out anyone by name. I don't like to cause drama. I'm here to make money and help people make money. That's it. It's as simple as that. To answer your question, I think that I'm going to stay away from the Ben coin. Can it pump hard without me? Of course it can. I just think that I can, and that I have the knowledge and I'm able to distinguish coins out there that can pump well without buying Ben, basically. Aaron is saying, brother, stay real. Don't worry about the haters. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that nice message. Matt Moon, can you post the TA expert prediction video? No, I'm not going to do that because once again, I'm going to say a name, but it's very simple. I don't think I have to name anything. Please go right now into the YouTube search bar and write $10 XRP price prediction. Write $100. Go on Twitter and simply hashtag these things like $100 XRP and hashtag simply XRP and scroll through Twitter for 30 minutes and you'll find everything that you need to find. And do the same thing with YouTube. Watch like 10 XRP videos in a row and you will see that right XRPTA and stuff like that. You'll find exactly what I'm referring to. So yeah. Matt Moon, you're unaware of these targets. They're quite popular, channels out there that have a lot of subscribers talking about this. So check it out, brother. Check it out. Boo Mansour says, you're correct, Mr. Rob. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you, brother. I appreciate your question. And the thing is, I always would rather be realistic and honest than tell people what they want to hear, because that's just not me. I can't tell you stuff just for the sake to make sure that basically it's easy. Like, sometimes we need to hear stuff that we don't want to hear, yeah, I guess that's one of the main reasons why I'm not as popular as many big channels out there because they tell people what they want to hear. So they give them the huge price targets, they give them the wonderful news, they keep reassuring them why their investments are in great hands. Our coins out there are dumping 1995 and 99%. They keep making videos about how wonderful it is and all that. So they tell them what they want to hear, what they need. What they want to hear. Me, I tell them not what they want to hear. I tell people what they need to hear, what you need to hear to make money. And I'm not surprised that the majority doesn't like it because, like I said, statistically, 80% of crypto investors lose money. That's the majority. 20% makes money. And I believe that 20%, some of these people are in my Patreon and people who actually do listen. And I believe that these are the people that make money. Yeah, Sergio is a video, me too, but I believe it's going to do more than that, brother. We just have to be patient and wait for the euphoria phase. All right, my friends, it's been 44 minutes. Thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate your time. I really do. I don't just say that. I know that time is the most precious commodity in this world. So the fact that you take your time to come and tune in and talk and engage and ask questions, that means a lot to me. Let's see, before I go, Will, brother, I'm going to get back to you soon. Like I said, I don't think it's anything urgent, right? And if it's something urgent, Will, let me know. I can answer it right away. But I'll get back to you soon. My Patreon members, I'm answering everyone. I'm in the process of answering everyone. I've answered already hundreds of DMs, and I'm going to keep answering hundreds of DMs. That's what I do day and night, one of the things. So yeah, remember, very simple things. For example, right now, We hold the fantastic entries that we have. Another thing that we do though is we do not force any entries. We do not the money that is sidelined. We'll leave it on the side. We'll let it be sidelined in case the market gives us new lows where we're supposed to buy in accordance with our strategy. All right. Let's be patient and let the market do its thing. Let it mature. Thank you very much. Please kind of put a like while you're here. And patient members, I'll catch you in the DMs. Once again, remember that I just posted the market update. If you remember, please kind of go read that. Everyone else, I'll catch you on Twitter if you want to engage. And that's that. Yeah. Thank you very much. Bye bye.